Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Any homework was given, children?
Yes, ma'am, you have gave the homework and completed it, ma'am.
Okay. Had I shared the answers to all the questions, or we have to see the answers to some homework questions?
Ma'am, we have to see the answer to solve the questions, ma'am. You told to come with the answer and check it.
Okay, is this the question? Homework question?
Ma'am, can you show? Yes, ma'am, this
Ma'am,
was
from
question 3 and question 4, ma'am.
Yeah, so from here, right? Yes.
Yes.
So what's the answer for the third one? What's the mean of the first 5 whole numbers?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, shall I say?
Yeah, just give out the final
Yes.
answer. We'll see the
Yes.
steps in the next
Yes,
slide.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The answer is 2, ma'am.
2.
Mean is 2. Yes,
Mean
ma'am.
is 2. So question number 3, mean is 2. What about the
Yes, ma'am.
other? Swati says 2. Is it right? Are we getting 2?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about the answer for the next one? Question number 4. What is the mean score?
Ma'am, the mean score is 50, ma'am.
50. 50.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All of us get the same thing? 50?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see the answer. Let's see the answers to question number 3 and 4. Yes, perfect. Check your steps, children. Your final answers are correct. Please check your steps. So see, you can write the formula mean is equal to sum of the observations by number of observations. Add it directly here in the numerator and divide by 5 and get the answer like this. Or you can find the total separately. Not that you must do it like this. So you can also find the total. You can find the total and then write the number of observations and then find mean like this 400 by 8. Anything is fine. You will see that there's a slight difference in working this one and this one. Here we wrote the formula and we substituted straight away and we got the result. Here we found the sum separately. We found the sum separately, then number of observations 8, and then mean is equal to 400 by 8. Both are fine. Nothing like you should work it like this. Anyways is fine. All right, let's see
Yes,
the next.
ma'am.
Yeah, let's see the next one. I think this we did in the class, right?
Yes, ma'am. This
Yes,
one. We
ma'am.
have to go to question 6, ma'am.
One, all right. Yeah. So Nandana, what is the highest score? Highest mark?
Ma'am, it is 95, ma'am.
95. Deepshika, lowest mark?
39, ma'am.
39. Okay, and Swati, what is the range? What is the
Ma'am, yes,
formula
ma'am.
to find the range?
Ma'am, it's highest observation minus of lowest observation, ma'am.
Okay, so it will be.
So 95 minus 39 is equal to 56, ma'am.
Okay, very good, very good. And all of you tell me what is the mean marks obtained by the group?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, the mean is
74.9.
73, ma'am. I'm 73, ma'am.
74.9,
9, ma'am.
74.9. All of you?
Ma'am, I got 73, ma'am.
You got 73.
Yes, ma'am.
How many observations in all? 1, 2,
Ma'am,
3,
10
4, 5,
observation,
6,
ma'am.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Ma'am, when
Oh,
we add totally, it will come 730, ma'am. So 730 by 10 is equal to 73, ma'am.
That is.
oh yeah. Okay. Check your total, children. If you have not got 730, please verify your total. I'll wait. Check your total now. So this extra step you can see here on rearranging the marks in the ascending order. You can do this. Even if you don't do this, it's fine. You can directly start answering the questions also. I have here arranged the numbers in the ascending order. Supposing you have not done this, you have directly answered the questions. That's also fine. If in the question they have asked you to arrange the numbers in the ascending order, then you have to do. It's not asked here. So you can take it as a choice. If you want, you can arrange it, or you can directly answer these questions A, B, and C.
Ma'am, if they ask the median means it's if they ask
If
or
for
not, we
median,
have to write.
median, that's the algorithm. There it is not a choice because that is only the procedure. The procedure itself is to arrange the numbers in the ascending or descending order. So there we have to. That's the procedure
Yes.
to find median. For me, it does, since the order does not affect the answer. The order does not affect the answer. So this can be a, like you can write it. See, you can also present this. It will be good if you present it. So simply arranging the data in the ascending order so that you're sure that the smallest values. So why do we have to arrange it in the ascending order? Why should you arrange? Because when you arrange it, you're sure that the lowest value is 39 and the highest value is 95. Now here, when you just see these numbers and find out the highest and lowest value, you might go wrong also. See, there might be 96, but by mistake, you might write 95. So when you're just looking at the numbers like this, that is the given numbers, the raw data like this, and trying to figure out the lowest and highest value, we may go wrong. We may. So if there's 96 and you did not notice 96 and you thought 95, so then your range is wrong. Your highest observation will be wrong. So the data is arranged in the ascending order so that we don't go wrong in finding the lowest and the highest value. Okay. So you can add this step. So if you ask me, is this important? It is important in the sense you will not go wrong in finding the lowest observation and the highest observation. Just to ensure that, nothing else. Otherwise, you can directly start answering the questions. Nandana, did you figure out your mistake? Are you getting 730 now?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, I get 7:30.
Yeah, please check. It should be 730 by 10, which is 73.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, children. Let's see the next one. Test. I'm sorry, was this also a part of the homework?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Question 7 also.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. All right. Deepshita, what is the total of all these numbers?
Ma'am,
What is
2058, ma'am.
No. The total of all these numbers.
12,348, ma'am.
12,348. 12,348. Others?
Yes, ma'am. Same, ma'am. 1,200 12,348, ma'am.
Very good. Nandana, 12,348?
By 6, ma'am.
Yeah,
By
okay,
6.
yeah, by 6. Okay, because the number of
And we
First
should
observation
cancel it,
6,
ma'am.
Huh.
And
We
we should
get the
cancel it,
answer
ma'am.
as
We get as
2,058, ma'am.
Okay, children.
ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, tell me. Somebody wanted to ask something?
Ma'am, the answer is 2058.
Yes, perfect. 2058.
Yes, ma'am. Check the step. I wrote all the steps, ma'am.
Okay. Was this homework?
Yes, ma'am. Question number 8 also.
Okay. All right. So on Monday, there was no rainfall. 0.0 millimeter, meaning there was no rainfall on Monday. The rainfall in millimeter in a city on 7 days of a certain week was recorded as follows. The rainfall in millimeters in a city on 7 days of a certain week was recorded as follows. Monday, no rainfall, 0.0 millimeter, no rainfall. Similarly, Thursday, no rainfall. Monday and Thursday, no rainfall. Other days, you can see the height of the rainfall there. All right. Find the range of the rainfall in the above data. Which is the lowest observation, which is the highest observation? One by one. Nandana, which is the lowest value?
0.0.
Okay, and Swati, the highest value?
Ma'am, the highest value is 20.5, ma'am.
So Deepshita, what is the range?
20.5, ma'am.
20.5. When I started the meeting, only 3 of you were there. Let me just check if the others are now joined. Yeah, only 3 of you. Okay, so 20.5. What is it? Okay, now Swati, what's to find the mean?
Yes,
In
ma'am.
week, to find the mean, what is the sum of all the observations?
Ma'am, it's 41.3, ma'am.
41.3.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
41.3.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how many observations, Nandana? How many observations?
7.
But on 2 days, there was no rainfall. Is it 7 or 5?
Ma'am, it's 7 only, ma'am. Because if it is 7, we can add it as 0.0, ma'am. We no need to just reduce it and change the mean value.
No, Nandana, have you taken 5 or 7?
Ma'am, I take 7, ma'am.
No, but my doubt is on 2 days, there was no rainfall, right? Then how can you take 7? It should be 5, right?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, we can add it as 0, ma'am.
Yeah, so we are finding the mean rainfall for the week. For the week means 7 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So you have to, even if there was no rainfall, since we are finding the mean rainfall for the week, you have to divide by 7. Okay, that's good. And Deepshita, what is the mean rainfall? What's the answer? Mean rainfall?
5.5, ma'am.
Others?
Ma'am, I got 5.9.
Ma'am, it's 5.9. Yes, ma'am.
41.3 divided by 7 is equal to 5.9, ma'am.
Let me see.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, 5.9.
Ma'am, the C question.
Sorry?
Ma'am, the C
C
subdivision,
question.
So it is 7 5s are 35. 7 5s are 35. 6 is the remainder. 3 will come down. 3 is after the decimal point. So place a decimal point. 3 comes down. 7 9s are 63. So it is 5.9. How 5.5? When you divide, 7 5s are 35. 6 is the remainder. 3 comes down and it's after the decimal point. So place a decimal point on the quotient. 5.3 comes down. Now it is 63. 7 9s are 63. 0. So 5.9. Okay. And then on how many days was the rainfall less than the mean rainfall? On how many days?
Ma'am, 5.
Yeah,
5 days, ma'am.
you must say the count of the days. We must not say on Monday, Tuesday and all that. You should not name the day of the week. We must always answer the question on how many days. How many meaning 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. They're asking how many days.
If they ask which are the days means we have to write, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. They're not asking you to name the day of the week. On how many days? So let us stick to that. We should not answer anything extra. Or you should not answer something which is away from the question. On how many days? So on how many days was the rainfall less than the mean rainfall? So less than the mean rainfall is 5.9. So 1, 2. Okay, let us name the days. On what days was it less than the mean rainfall?
Ma'am, it's on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, ma'am.
Okay, on these days, so 5 days and all. For 5 days, the rainfall was less than the mean rainfall. Okay, so you can see here, children, I've arranged the numbers in the ascending order. I told you this is for the. So if you ask me, I'll say for every sum you can do this. Whenever you're given data like this, you can always arrange it in the ascending order. Even if it is not asked. So you make sure, you're sure that this is the lowest value, this is the highest value. But again, you should not miss any number while arranging. There are 7 numbers here. So check if you've written all the 7 numbers here. So this is the lowest value, this is the highest value. Then for finding mean, we need to find the total and divide by 7 because number of days 7. Is it clear, children? And nice, all of you got the answer except the division. One of you said 5.5. I hope you got the division correctly now.
Yes, ma'am. Check, ma'am.
Okay. See, children, if you want to save the answer, you can take a screenshot. I don't have to, keep reminding you. As and when you need, you can take a screenshot. Just in case you have not completed or you have not written the question correctly, so you went wrong in answering. Whatever be the reason, I don't have to tell you. You can always take a screenshot whenever you want. What about
Yes,
this?
ma'am. This was also the part of the homework, ma'am.
Homework. Okay, fine. All these questions are directly from NCERT, children. This is NCERT, the first exercise in NCERT. Earlier, what we were doing in data handling was from Agarwal, RS Agarwal. This is from NCERT. Okay. The heights of 10 girls. All right, I said homework, right? You all said homework. Okay. Yeah. What's the height of the tallest girl?
Ma'am, the height of the tallest is 151 centimeter, ma'am.
151. Okay. Nandana, shortest girl? Deepshita, shortest girl?
Ma'am, 128, ma'am.
128. Okay, what's the range, Nandana? Okay, what's the range, Swati?
Yes, ma'am. 151 minus 128, which is equal to 23, ma'am.
23. Mean height, Deepshita?
Ma'am,
Mean height?
1421, ma'am.
No, that is okay. When I ask you the sum of all the observations, then you must, I think you're giving the answer for that. Mean height is after dividing.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Okay, what is the total? What's the total? Tell me.
142.1, ma'am.
Okay, the mean is 142.1. Let us see that. Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay.
I got a different answer, ma'am.
Let us see. Okay, let's see.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I got this answer, ma'am. 141.4.
Okay, fine. I think Deepshita, your totaling must, you said 141.1. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't get this total, right? 1414. Did you get this total?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Please check the total, nothing else. So children, here also I've arranged the data in the ascending order. Please check if my order is correct. And then the height of the tallest girl, shortest girl, range.
Ma'am, for the E question, it's 5 days, ma'am.
5 girls.
Sorry, 5 girls, ma'am.
5 girls. Okay. 5 girls have more height than the mean height.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Okay. I don't know. Suddenly, Nandana is not able to answer. Are you checking the total, Deepshita?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, children, let's move to the next one.
The homework is over until question number 9, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much, children. Yeah, this is what I actually tend to forget. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so I think we have come to the end of this exercise. We'll take up the next one. Okay. Children, have we understood median and mode in the class?
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Okay. So for Deepshita, I'll tell you. Deepshita, mode is the value that occurs the most frequently in the data. The value that comes many times, the most number of times, is the mode of the data. How many times one happens, Deepshita?
Ma'am, 3 times, ma'am.
What about 2?
4 times, ma'am.
And 4?
2 times, ma'am.
3?
1 time, ma'am.
Which is that value which happened most number of times?
2, ma'am.
That is only the mode of the data.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, mode is that value which occurs the most frequently. Whichever value happens the most number of times is called the mode of the data. All right, children. For mode, I suggest you arrange the data in the ascending order. Ascending or descending order, just to find out which one repeats most number of times.
Ma'am, which is arranging an array?
Yeah. You can arrange it in the form of an array. Ascending, descending, both will not matter. You're just helping yourself to identify the number which occurs most frequently correctly. Okay, so mode is 2. That's it. Mode is 2. Take a picture, children. No, actually, there's nothing much to work in this. If you want, you can do it. You can see the question and answer is here. Take a picture. I leave it to you. If you want to work this in your book, you can do it.
Took screenshot, ma'am.
Actually. Yeah, now here your task is arrange the numbers in the form of an array. And mode, 1 minute. Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. I put a table here because there are so many numbers, no? When
Yes,
there are very few, when there are few numbers, you can just arrange them like we did in the earlier one. You don't need a table for this because you have very few numbers. But when you have so many numbers, you can put them in the form of a table. So which are the x values here? Which are the values here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, all of you prepare the table. Deepshita, just this. Write 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just show you quickly the see here like this.
Okay, ma'am.
Just write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beside that, You simply write how many times 1 comes, how many times 2 comes, and all that.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Or if you do that, make a table. Values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tally marks it's not compulsory to have tally marks. You can directly write the frequency. Values and frequency. Frequency. Tally marks, it's your choice. If you want, you can show it. Is it over, children?
Ma'am,
Yes.
some internet issues, ma'am.
Oh, Matthew.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. For a long time, there are only 3 of them. So I was constantly asking them questions. When did you join, Matthew?
Ma'am, now only, ma'am.
Okay, Matthew. Fine. I'll tell you what's been happening.
Yes, ma'am.
So we discussed the answers to the homework questions.
Yes, ma'am.
And we have started the next exercise in NCRT. This is exercise 3.2.
Okay, ma'am.
Exercise 3.2 from NCRT.
Ma'am,
It's about mode. The meeting recording will help Matthew.
Yes, ma'am.
Use the meeting recording. Yeah. You can see the answers in the meeting recording.
Yes,
ma'am,
You're doing this one now.
okay, ma'am.
Don't be in a hurry to do this. Relax. Just take down the take a screenshot. You can do it later. We'll see the answer. Okay. You can catch up.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, in example 2, here in the middle one, 11 is being given, ma'am, without any comma. We have to write it as 11 or 1, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. No, it's not 11, darling. No, no. Thank you for asking. A comma is missing there. Children,
Okay,
it is 1, 1. Yeah, thanks. It's 1, 1. It's not 11.
Ma'am, please show the first example answer, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, what's the frequency of 1, children?
Ma'am, shall I say, ma'am?
Yeah, what is the frequency of 1?
Ma'am, 1 is equal to 8, ma'am.
1, 8. 2?
Ma'am, 2 is equal to 14.
1, 8. Okay. Read out all the frequencies, Swati.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for me, I got 1 is equal to 8, 2 is
No,
equal
just
to
read.
4.
No, I can't remember. Just read out the 6 numbers, 6 frequencies in order.
Yes, ma'am. 8, 14, 7,
Okay.
5, and then 5, and then 2, ma'am.
Okay. Deepshita, have you completed?
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry, ma'am. For 5, I got 3. I wrote like that.
Okay. And what about Nandana? Okay, completed. Completed, children. I'll wait. I'll give you 2 more minutes. All of you must get it correctly. Yes, you must be ready. Let's see. All of you read out your frequencies. Swati, tell me again.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for 1, I got...
No, read only the 6 numbers, Swati. Just
yes,
the 6 numbers.
Ma'am, 9, 14, 7, 5, 3, 2, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else wants to share? Perfect, Swati.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Very good. Okay, tally marks, I think I told Deepshita in the last class, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you should slash it, which says 5. Yeah, so 5 plus 4 is 9. Tally marks, not compulsory, but you can show 7th standard students, so you can show tally marks. Or you can directly write the frequency. You can just take whatever instruction your teacher gives you in school. See, if you're using tally marks, I'll tell you how you should go about. It's like this. After making the 3 columns, when you're using tally marks, margins of victory, tally marks, and number of matches, what you should do is, you must write these values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After that, the first value is 1. You should put a tally mark against 1. Then the next value is 3. Then you should put a tally mark against 3. Then the next one is 2. So one tally mark against 2. Then the next one is 5. So the next against 5, one tally mark. The next one is 1. So go back to 1 and put a tally mark like that. That's how we use a tally mark. We read every observation, and against that observation, we put a tally mark. We take up one observation after the other. So like 6, so we put a tally mark against 6. Then we go back 2. So 2, a tally mark against 2. Like that we do. It's not like you write 1 and you count all the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normally we do that, right? Normally that's what we do. We are not so patient to take up 1 by 1. So what we do, we write all these numbers and then we like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so you can write the frequency 9 straight away. What's the point of showing the tally marks? So tally marks are not used like that. I hope I'm giving you that clearly. We normally, I don't know what you did now, but mostly we tend to do that 1, 2, 3. We just count the number of ones and write 9 here. And then we'll put the tally marks for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We might have done that. Tally marks are not used like that. Tally marks are used like this. You can do that. See, nobody's going to find out how you made the tally marks. Nobody's going to find out that. But how the tally marks are used is like this. So we look at 1, put a tally mark against 1. Then we take up 3, a tally mark against 3. Then 2, again 1 tally mark against 2. Then the next one is 5, a tally mark against 5, like that. So then for looking at the tally marks, we write the frequency. So when you have this 5, 10, 14, that's how we use tally marks. But now what we would have done is then we would have taken up 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we would have got the frequency straight away 14. And then we'll put these tally marks. So that in that sense, I said, because we'll tend to count how many ones and we'll write the frequency directly. Then we'll count how many twos and we'll write the frequency directly. In that case, you don't need the tally marks at all. That's what I meant. So tally marks are not used like that. If you're counting the number of ones and writing it, then why should you show the tally marks? You can directly write the frequency. When you're taking it up one by one, one after the other, then we need tally marks. And from these tally marks, looking at the tally marks, we write the frequency. Is that clear, children?
Yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Yeah. No, I was trying to tell you why tally marks. We can write the frequency straight away. Why should you show the tally marks? This is now, for example, tally marks become very important, like when you have some 500 numbers or say 100 numbers. Then you cannot count you cannot. Now, when you take up 1, you cannot see how many ones are there in 100 numbers. Then you have to take it up one by one and show the tally marks. Tally marks are important when the data is very large because you cannot count. It's not easy when you have 100 numbers. Okay, you have 100 numbers. It becomes difficult to count how many ones are there in all the 100 numbers and then how many twos are there in all the 100 numbers. Supposing you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and suddenly somebody disturbs you and you're like, where did I stop? Then you have to go back again. This is like, this will become easy because when you're using tally marks, it will become easy because supposing you stopped at this 4, supposing you stopped at this 4 and you put a tally mark. Okay, you can just put a finger on 4 and, you know, like in case somebody distracts you, you can answer them and get back to 4. Sometimes when you're counting all the numbers, you might miss the track and then you have to start all over from the beginning. So when numbers are large, then tally marks are really useful. All right. And the question is find the mode. So 2 is the mode because it happens 14 times. 2 is the mode because 2 has occurred the highest number of times. So the meaning is in most of the matches, they have won with a victory of that victory margin of 2 goals. The meaning is in most of the matches, the mode is 2. The mode is 2. That means why is the mode 2? Because the highest frequency, because it happens the most number of times. So the mode is 2. What does it mean? It means in most of the matches, they have won with a margin of 2 goals. They won by 2 goals. In most of the matches, the victory was by 2 goals. That extra goals, no, 2 goals, not totally 2 goals. So maybe the opponent party made 20 goals and we make 22 goals. So that margin of 2 goals we win. The meaning is when we say the mode is 2, it means in most of the matches, victory has been because of that margin of 2 goals in most of the matches. Yes, do these two. Now for this, you don't have to put a table, children. For this, you don't have to put a table because you have only few numbers. You don't have to put a table. It's not wrong if you show a table also. It's not wrong, but you don't need it. That's all. So when there are many numbers, then you can go on for a table like this. When there are many numbers. Otherwise, you can just arrange it in the ascending order. Yes, find the mode and median. I'll just get back, children. Please work this.
Ma'am?
Yes, what's the mode, children?
Ma'am,
the mode is
Yes, the
mode is
mode
2
is
and 5, ma'am.
2 and 5. The mode is 2 and 5. Correct, because 2 happens 3 times. 5 also happens 3 times. So 2 and 5 are the mode of the data. What about the median?
Ma'am, when we arrange in array, we get 17, 18, 24, 25, 35, 36, and 46, ma'am.
Okay.
So since it all are there are 7 numbers which is odd, we can find the median easily, ma'am. 25 is the median, ma'am, because after 25 there is also 3 numbers, and before 25 there is 3 numbers, ma'am. So the median is 25.
Very good. Very good, Swati. Yes. So the middlemost observation is the median. Median is the middlemost observation. So 25 is the median. This is the middlemost value. Before, why this is the middlemost? Because to the left of this there are 3 numbers. To the right of this also there are 3 numbers. This is the middlemost observation, because if you see to the left of 25, 3 numbers. If you see to the right of 25, 3 numbers. So this is the middlemost observation. Middlemost observation. So that's the median. So mode is that value or those values that occur most frequently. For mean, you should add all the observations and divide by the number of observations. Median is the middlemost value, but it is important to arrange the data in ascending or descending order to find median. Like this, you should not find the median. Now, like this, if you see 17 is the middlemost value, then you will say median is 17. That's wrong. When you don't arrange the numbers in the ascending or descending order, if you forget that and you see the middlemost value 17 and you say median is 17, you're wrong. To find median, you should arrange the numbers in the ascending order or in the descending order. So please do the arrangement first, arrange it in the correct order, ascending or descending order, and then find the median. The median is 25 because it's a middlemost observation. Here, because both 2 and 5 occur 3 times, both are the modes of the data.
Yes, ma'am. Check the answer.
If you have not finished, take a screenshot. Have you started working?
Yes, ma'am. Started, ma'am.
Yeah. Completed, children?
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
All right, what's the median?
Ma'am, the median is 20, ma'am.
And what about the mode?
Ma'am, it is also 20, ma'am, as it occurs 4 times, which is greatest in the data. So both are same, ma'am.
Both are same. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I told you, don't worry. If you have not put a table, don't worry, children. Normally, when there are too many numbers, even if you have not put the table, you have just arranged it in the ascending or descending order, that's fine. But if they specify, represent the information in the form of a table, then you have to do it. And there are few numbers you're not sure whether to use a table or not. So whatever you do is fine. If you put a table or just arrange the numbers in the form of an array, both are fine. But if they say represent the information in the form of a table, then you have to do it. Then it should be like this.
Yes, ma'am. Check, ma'am. My answer is correct, ma'am.
Very good. Children, it's okay if you didn't put the table, children. You should have arranged the numbers in this order. Don't worry if you don't have the table. I told you, if it is mentioned, represent the data in the form of a table, then you have to do this. If it is not given, when the numbers are few, you can simply arrange them in the ascending order like this. That's enough. How will you know whether to put a table? When the numbers are, when there are too many numbers, then you have to use a table. Yeah. This is simple, children. Let's go to the next one. Deepshita, are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
You got the three different things, mean, median, and mode?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How do you find mode, Deepshita?
Ma'am, in numbers, which is the highest number, ma'am?
Okay, then the value that happens or that occurs most frequently, correct?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, say that mode is the value that occurs most frequently.
Mode is a value that occurs most frequently.
Frequently. Yeah, very good, very good. What about median, Deepshita? What is median?
Ma'am, which is the middle number, ma'am?
Middlemost observation, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is important to find median? What is that first step you should do?
We should find odd number, ma'am.
No. When you have to find median, there is one important step. Before you find the middlemost observation, what will you do with the data?
Ma'am, shall I tell?
Ma'am,
No,
shall
no.
I say?
1 minute. No. She will tell.
Ma'am, it will change. We should do
1
in
minute.
ascending order, ma'am.
I was asking Deepshita, just a minute. Yeah, she's new to the classroom. I'm just trying to check if she has understood. Your enthusiasm to answer is appreciated, Nandana and Swati. Thank you. Yes, Deepshita. Yes, Deepshita.
Ma'am, we want to first arrange in ascending order, ma'am, all the numbers.
Yeah, ascending, or you can also arrange in descending, Deepshita.
Okay,
Both,
ma'am.
both you will find the, see whether you arrange it in the ascending order or in the descending order, the middlemost value will be the same.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
So you can try it in both the ways and see. The median will be the same.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, very good. children, homework. But 1 minute, let me show you along with the answer, because since these are quite simple, I don't want to spend time discussing these in the next class. So I'll show you with the answer, but when you do the homework, don't you work it and then check your answer, children. Because let's not spend time discussing these answers. They are quite simple. Can you see the question, children, on right on top?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah. So you see the question and work the answer. Once you're done with the answer, you can check your steps. Take a screenshot.
Took a screenshot, ma'am.
Yeah. So children, we'll not discuss this in the next class. You have the answer also. So work it and check it yourself. Yeah, this one also. Take a picture. Yeah, 1 minute. Let's discuss this. Let's discuss this. The mode is always one of the numbers in the data, true or false?
Ma'am, false, ma'am. Sometimes if a number occurs the same as another number, it can be two numbers, ma'am.
Swati, I think there's a misinterpretation. No, let's read the statement again. The mode is always one of the numbers in the data. They are trying to, okay, let me say like this. Now, when we find mean, what happens? The answer which you get for mean. Okay, let's take up the situations. 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, see this, children, see this. Now mean is 39, right? Mean is 39. Is 39 an observation? Is 39 one of the observations here?
No, ma'am.
So the answer which you get from mean, need not be, it may be, coincidentally, it may be a value, but it need not be a value in the data. That is what, please understand this. The answer which we get from mean need not be one of the values in the data. See here, the values are 6, 15, 120, 50, and so on. When we find the sum of the numbers, we get 429 divided by 11, 39. The mean is 39, but 39 is not any value at all here. 39 is not a value at all here. So the mean can be any number. Mean need not be any one of the numbers in the data or any one of the values in the data. It can be, maybe sometimes you get an answer and that you find that number in the data. That might happen. But you can see it here that it need not be. 39 is not one of the values here, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now when it is median, actually for median, since you have been observing, for you, you've only been seeing when the number of observations are odd. So for you, median will be, the answer which you get for median will be a value of the data because the middlemost value. Now when 15 is the middlemost value, it is a value of the data. And mode also will be one of the, you'll be picking from these values. Whichever value occurs most frequently, that is the mode. So I think in that sense they are asking. I think this question is asked. The mode is always one of the numbers. So Swati says when two numbers happen most number of times, then both will be the mode. Correct, but I think this statement should be understood like this. The mode is always one of the numbers in the data. Yeah, it will be one of the numbers. It might be two. But what they're trying to ask here is, Can it be a different number? Now if this data does not have 31. Can 31 be the mode here? No, because it's not an observation at all. 31 cannot be the mode. Because mode is a value that occurs most frequently in the data. So it is a value. You should, when you say mode is 14, you should find 14 in the data. There should be 14 in the data. Let's see the answer. The mean is one of the numbers in a data.
No, ma'am, it's false. It can
No,
be sometimes
mean,
there or in coincidence it can be there.
Yeah. The median is always one of the numbers in a data.
True, ma'am. It will be one of the numbers.
Yeah, that's what. Now, as of now, we are seeing only for odd numbers. So it is one of the numbers in the data. And find the mean of the last one, children.
Ma'am, if it is, ma'am, in the C question, if it is odd number, if the odd set of number is being given, we have to find the average of the middle two numbers and then divide it by 2 and then get the answer. Means it will not be same, no, ma'am.
It won't be the same. That's what I said. Now
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have been dealing only with the odd numbers. So it is a middlemost value. So since you are introduced only to that, it is for 7th standard, maybe I can say, I don't know, I don't think you have, or maybe you can say true when, if you want to be very clear, you can say true when n is odd, false when n is even. N is the number of observations in the data. So it's true, this statement is true when n is odd, and the statement is false when n is even.
Ma'am, the answer is 8.
For the last one, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. So here they've answered for even. You can, for C, you can go with both. You can just make a note of what I'm saying now. True when n is odd. False when n is even.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, for the D1, the total sum is 64 and the number of observation is 8, ma'am. So when we divide, we get 8 and 9 is not the mean, which is false, ma'am.
Okay. So mode is always one of the numbers in the data, true. Mean is one of the numbers in the data, need not be. You can't say. Median is one of the numbers in the data. If n is odd, it is not one of the numbers in the data if it is even. But I think if you have to give one answer, then you should say false. If you have to give only one answer, then it is false because it's not always true. When it is always true, then it is true. When it is sometimes true, sometimes false, then we take false. Always it's like that. When a statement is always true, it's true under any circumstance, then it is true. We say true. But when a statement is true sometimes and false other times, then we take false. Because it is not always true. We take false because it's not always true. So in the exam, if you're asked, you can go with false. Maybe in the bracket, you can just write it is true when n is odd. Finished, children? Shall we go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am. Completed, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Completed, ma'am.
Oh, it's time also. Okay, let's see if I can give you some more homework.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, take a screenshot, children. Answer this. Oh, this is a bar graph, is it? Have you learned
Yes,
bar
ma'am.
graph in
Yes,
standard
ma'am.
6?
Yes, ma'am. We have learned bar graph for class 6, ma'am.
Then you can just try it. We'll see it in the next class, but you can just try it.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
whether
take a-
using a graph sheet?
no, in your notebook.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a graph notebook, good. Bar graphs are done in a graph book. Or you can use your scale and mark off the divisions and do it in your tuition notebook itself. If you have a graph book, then you can do it in the graph book.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Take a picture, children.
Ma'am, can we use a graph sheet?
Yeah, please. If you have a graph sheet, do it in a graph sheet. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Took screenshot.
Yeah, try this.
Ma'am, for this type of question, we need to have a particular scale, and that scale can be drawn with this markings, no, ma'am?
Correct. Yes. Just recall how much ever possible from 6th standard. We'll also understand this in the next class.
Yes, ma'am. Took a screenshot, ma'am.
All right, yeah. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the meeting. And yeah, so I'll be enabling a few tests on Tuesday. The question papers are ready. Go through mean, median, and mode. Mean, median, and mode. You will have a few MCQs, true or false, match the following and fill in the blanks. All these exams will be in your account on Tuesday, the coming Tuesday. So when it's available, you should finish it by Friday, before the next class on Friday. The next after Monday, the class on Friday. You should finish it before Friday. All right. The exams
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
available on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Till Friday, you will have the exams in your account. Finish it by then.
Ma'am, in which you will send the question paper, ma'am?
No, Deepshita, you share your email ID. I'll share. I'll tell you. I'll give it to you. Yeah. I'll share on WhatsApp with you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, children. Thank you so much. You may leave the meeting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.